Well. Hello. Do, do. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Uh, all right, is that better? All right, is that better? Hmm? It's not working? All right, is that better? Yeah, I think my microphone needs to be replaced. It seems like it's not picking up my voice like that. Do, 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 do. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to get a new microphone at some point in the future, I guess. Dum ba bum bum bum. Yeah, I've been wanting one for a long time. I just haven't been able to get around to it. Who set up all these weights, bro? Yeah, the cliff was such a memorable location for me when I first played this. I just felt like it was so different than what we saw in the first game. while still feeling it like it felt fit right in. There he goes. Who? I don't know who that is. Astrobot isn't even more relevant than like Crash Bandicoot. Like, yeah, you always want to like scream about like whether like about how Astrobot is bigger than Mario or DK. Like, why don't you start talking about Crash Bandicoot? You know, like it's almost like you're trying to push a narrative or something. Oh, here we go. Ah, heck, you know. Uh, yeah, he also told you to send me $20 in super chats every hour. Ah, I don't know. I've always hated this level. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the idea of like endless spiked balls coming at you. Like, where are they all coming from? Like, it's just so ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, I'm so used to Diddy Kong here that it's weird not having him. And they still have the barrels, but they don't do anything. Yeah, the platforming in this game really shines when like you can't take extra hits. Like I can see why they added the hit system, but like I always kind of felt this way that like, do we really need it? Yeah, I love the buddy system, but it feels like it just kind of trivializes the platforming. Expedition 33. I think it's already been forgotten, honestly. This is just a textbook example of some like no name, irrelevant, like Western RPG being propped up by the industry to try and like distract people from what's actually coming out. So yeah, this time next month, that game is going to be completely forgotten. It's the Baldur's Gate 3 of 2025, and in that regard. And when was the last time you heard anyone talk about Baldur's Gate 3? Wow, talk about a blast from the past. Fuck. Yeah, like I love how like every single fucking time they're like, oh, like this is good. This RPG that launched in the beginning of the year is going to be game of the like. Nobody fucking cares. You know, they did this for Hi-Fi Rush, and look what happened with that. You know, like, oh, that was totally Microsoft. No, like, Hi-Fi Rush just wasn't that big of a deal to begin with. I'm honestly really anxious to move on to like Tropical Freeze. I'm just so like eager to play that one again. It just feels like it's been a while. Like I'm glad I'm at the point where like I play and replay these games more often because like when they first came out, I found myself kind of surprised how little I came back to these because I was wondering like were these games like actually good? And I guess they were. It's just like I think what ends up happening is that you play through all the games like really quickly, like within a couple of days, and then you like burn yourself out on it, and then you don't really come back to it for a while. Like I didn't. It took me like a decade to start like playing these games again and start like appreciating them for what they are. Like I kind of had the similar experience. Like I had a similar experience with like Mario Galaxy because like I definitely felt that game wasn't like as good as I was expecting, but like over the years, I've really come around to like really loving it for what it is. Still not my favorite Wii game, but I don't know. There's definitely something to be said about that. This idea that you could be like initially disappointed by a game and then like turn around to it to thinking it's just Kino. Yeah, Twilight Princess is another example. Like I still think Twilight Princess is like, you know, a lesser Zelda, but I still really love that game. Like the experience I had reading the manga was just phenomenal. Um, but yeah, like in a lot of ways, I feel like this game is super underrated. I really hope this re-release. Yeah, Tears. Yeah, I kind of had that experience with Tears of the Kingdom too, where like I did not like it that much, like at first, but I slowly got into it. It's a weird game. Like it's like Majora's Mask. Like actually, it's exactly like Majora's Mask, where like people just went into it with like certain expectations, and when it didn't like meet them, like people were upset by it. But now, when you really get into Tears of the Kingdom, you really see just how different it is from Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I think a lot of people have had that experience with Tears, specifically. I think people are going to be shocked when the next Zelda game comes out and like they see just how innovative and creative it was because I really think they think this is going to be a repeat of what happened after Majora's Mask where they put out Wind Waker and like everybody hated that like it's like I don't think that's going to happen again, honestly. Like I don't know, we can kind of already see that already with Switch 2 where like people are just straight up making up shit about Nintendo and it's just getting like it's mainstream now to like understand immediately that like what they're saying is wrong. Like the $90 game thing and like the price point thing. Like, I mean, early on they were trying to tell people that like the Xbox Series S would be more affordable than a Nintendo Switch 2, and yeah, after the price hike, that's no longer the case. So yeah, one of their big major talking points early on is just complete bonk. I'm not a fan of this. It just seems like the timing is weird. Gosh. Yeah, I wonder if I go back to when I go back to Pikmin 4, if I'll like appreciate it more. I somehow doubt it, but yeah, I don't think Xbox is ever going to survive from this. Like, I don't think they're ever going to recover. Like it's weird, like looking back at the 360 era and seeing how good they were back then with like because I recently played through Tales of Vesperia and I wish I grew up with that game. Like I playing that game made me realize just how much like I was kind of missing out, like not owning an Xbox. And that was a game I'd never even heard of or like nobody talked about. It's just like, but I really loved it. Way more than Symphonia, actually. Well, going by what I remember of Symphonia, I don't know. Like, I'll have to play Symphonia again to see if I get into it. But it was on sale for $20, but I couldn't bring myself to play it. But yeah, like Xbox just isn't relevant. Like none of these studios are going to like it's it's not possible for a studio to come out of nowhere and then just go like, oh, like this is better than what Nintendo's doing. Like I don't know. I feel like all the classic copes in regards to that have just kind of collapsed. Like the realism thing, the new IP thing. It's just and now we have like the woke culture to deal with. Uh, like people don't trust games that are worshipped by the gaming establishment. A copycat of the Steam Deck. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, whatever. Like I don't know how long like the copes against Nintendo can survive. Like it's gonna be crazy. Like going through that period of like people discovering how good Tears of the Kingdom and Super Mario Bros. Wonder actually are. Because I think when that happens, like there just isn't going to be any copes you can fall back on. Because those two games, I think, were just wildly hated by the community for like really petty reasons. And actual fans were just super impressed by it. Like I think this is just the reality of it now is that like people look at Angry Joe like doing his thing, and they don't really notice or care like what he says. It's just like imagine how crazy it's gonna be if like Xenoblade Chronicles X like outperforms Expedition 33, which I think is pretty much guaranteed actually because it launched at a lower price point, right, to try and get more people on board. How the fuck am I supposed to get up there? Shit. Yeah, I don't like this level. I don't like the way like the balls move. I just think again, how are you supposed to get past that? Like it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they are. They are depressed. They spent the past year like assuring us all that like the Switch 2 would be buried by GTA 6, that it would be like the biggest release this year. And now it's just yeah, the Switch 2 is going to be the big thing this year. Like they really thought that like GTA 6 would be like their last stand against Nintendo, and yeah, it looks like that's not going to be the case. Like Switch 2 is already going to be successful. By the time that game comes out, it's not going to interfere with any Nintendo releases. It's just going to be like another like minor third party release, basically. And I wouldn't be surprised if a big reason why they delayed it was to get like the Switch 2 version out day one. Like if GTA 6 launches day one on Switch 2 with like everything intact, yeah, it's over. Like we're not going to be able to see like it just isn't going to be possible to pretend that Nintendo consoles aren't competitive anymore. Because I knew people who wanted to try like Nintendo games, but like, oh no, I have to get a PS2 so I can play GTA. Like, there are lots of people like that. You only buy a Nintendo console for Nintendo games. It's just that was a talking point back in the day. And I'll be very glad to finally see it start dying off. I mean, it's been dead for a long time, but it's just like I don't know. I So you have to roll. Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, the timing for that is obnoxious. Yeah, that was way too difficult to do, I think. That was way too precise. Yeah, this doesn't even make any sense. Look at this. Like, yeah, there's just so many like areas in this game that are so gimmicky. Not not in this game, in this level, excuse me. Like, man, I just don't like this stage. It might be my least favorite stage in the game. Imagine GTA is the only game you've been waiting for all year, and Rockstar, yeah, yeah, that's what happened. Like that's what they thought is that like, oh, this is gonna be the only game I buy this year. I'm gonna play that for the next 5 years. I'm not gonna need a Switch 2, and what happens? They delay it. Yeah, when's the last time we got like a Nintendo delay? Was it Metroid Prime 4? Bayonetta 3, and I think Tears of the Kingdom was delayed once. And if you just had Rampai, yeah, Rampai's in Bonanza, isn't he? Like it's cool to see Rampai be like such a reoccurring element in these games because I think um I think quite a lot of the rareware elements of these games have been stripped away. And like I think it made sense for them to do that for the most part. But like yeah, Rambi is like an example of something that really stuck in spite of that transition, which is interesting. Like the Kremlings are gone, like the other animal buddies are gone, but Rambi's still here. Yeah, GTA 6 is disappointing. Like I don't think that like Western gaming is ever going to recover from it because we have spent like over a decade waiting for the next one. And yeah, it's just not coming. We were told this year and now they're going to delay it another year. Like it just I don't know, it's cathartic to watch, but okay, who is building all of these like platforms that just break after you get on them? I'm so confused. So is this the same mountain face as in this is the snowy mountain theme in Donkey Kong Country. Like why'd they reuse it here? Yeah, they didn't have any ice theme levels in this game. I remember they made a big deal about it, and that's kind of what led to Tropical Freeze. Yeah, is this song actually used properly in Tropical Freeze? Like I don't think aquatic ambience appears at all, but I don't think they gave this stage an actual. Yeah, Tropical Freeze had a more original soundtrack, didn't it? Yeah, I love this game's soundtrack, but it's just a bunch of old compositions, which I suppose is great if you. I don't know. This game, like I think, is really important because it really introduced like the old school DKC format to a new audience. Like the Wii generation in general was really big on that. Like New Super Mario Bros. Was like that. Like I mean, they never even like if they had to delay it, why would they ever announce a release date? Like to me, it just feels like they feel as if like people will turn up no matter what, and that's true. But like you will eventually see diminishing returns. Like again, I've been saying this for a while. Like GTA is not like this monolithic, like unstoppable brand. There is no such thing as too big to fail. Like I think right now you just have like a bunch of people in their 20s and 30s who like love Grand Theft Auto and like grew up playing it, and like it's their thing. But like I don't know. Like I really like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But I was like talking last night. Like I don't know if I'll ever get into the trading card game because like it's just too expensive to like get a hold of viable decks. It's like I don't know. I feel so bad about it because I'm just like I'm so enthusiastic about like deck building and learning how to play, and it's just I don't know. It just doesn't seem like I feel like the Pokemon TCG is like a way better made card game because like you can do all sorts of crazy shit with like Pokemon cards. Like there's so much like strategy and like each card is like unique. Like with like the Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, it's like it's too confusing to make any sense. Okay. Yeah, Tropical Freeze doesn't give you checkpoints. So mirror mode is a lot easier than like Tropical Freeze's hard mode because there are no checkpoints. You only get one hit. The levels are way longer in Tropical Freeze too. That's definitely something you don't really see a lot of people talk about often. But like Tropical Freeze's levels are like actually insanely long by like 2D platforming standards. Like I think they're like 2 to 3 times longer than Returns levels. Man, it's such a shame we didn't get a sequel to Tropical Freeze. I was looking forward to it. Like even when Tropical Freeze like first came out, like I was so adamant that like Retro needed to make like a third game. They needed to do it because like I felt that like they added more to like Donkey Kong Country than they did to Metroid with like the Prime games. Not that I don't like the Prime games, but like I felt like there was just more to do with like DKC in that regard. And like, nope, everyone else begged them like work on a new IP, work on Metroid, do not work on Donkey Kong. And yeah, they listened, and we never got our third DK again. I don't know. We're getting Bonanza, which honestly is like even more exciting because it's something new. But I really think we should have gotten our third game. Like I do. I've only been playing for 40 minutes. Wow. Yeah, like some of the cliff stages are some of the best in the game, but I think there are others that are like some of the worst. Okay, why exactly are cannons firing squids? I'm so confused by that. Rayman Legends? Okay, no, like don't even joke about that. I hated Rayman Legends being put on a pedestal. It's not even that bad, but like anyone who says it's like some great like platformer is just delusional. Like that was like the Expedition 33 of its time, you know? Like I remember when people were saying it was better than New Super Mario Bros. U and like uh they were hyping that game up while like downplaying Tropical Freeze. It was embarrassing. It was like just very blatant anti-Nintendo discourse, I think. And that was the last time Ubisoft was ever relevant, I think. After that is when like they everyone started like speaking out about them being shit. Yeah, it was like that and like Black Flag, I think, was the last time that like Ubisoft was like hyped up before like Watch Dogs failed and like The Division and everything else they were doing. Man, remember when like Watch Dogs released and they had that like that tagline like 2 months is enough to visit Los Santos, and I'm just like, it was unbelievably cringy. It was bad. Uh, I'm sure the game isn't finished. I don't think it's anything more complicated than that. Like I don't think what everyone else is doing has anything to do with it. Uh, like they were gonna raise the prices anyway, and people were already like cocksucking them, saying that like, oh, I'll gladly pay $100 for GTA 6. So I don't think the price thing is like really a problem for them because like their audience will tell you that like their games are worth it. You know, they'll gladly pay $100 for that. Like people were already clowning on like people being upset about it, like, oh man, your mom won't be able to pay it for you. It's just like, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Rockstar is concerned about the reception of their price at all. To reveal too early, yeah. Like I think that's all there is to it. Is just like people pushed them to reveal it like way too soon. Because like people need like something to be excited for. Like there's just nothing on the horizon that is gonna satiate like the modern audience. Um, they haven't been collaborating with them that much. Like they did the Mario Rabbit thing, and they did the Starlink thing. But like that was both a while ago. You know, I imagine that like Mario Rabbids into production like what, like 2015, 2016, like whatever. Um, like that was before Ubisoft was having all of its current problems. So, just before that. So I think Nintendo's moving away from that, especially since Sparks of Hopes did so badly. I can't stand people who like pretend that like Sparks of Hope is like some spectacular Mario game. By the way, it's not. Yeah, I went to bed at 8:30 last night, and I'm still tired. Like I don't understand why I'm so constantly worn out. Like I think I'm gonna have to take some time off once I'm through with my with my training period. I'm just so done. Like I just don't like nothing I do works. I really do need to like take a step back and like who knows. I wouldn't be interested in any Star Fox game that's not exactly like 64, you know, like I don't want to hear this bullshit about like, multiplayer or like open world. Like nobody cares about that. I just want like more Star Fox 64. More zero, like it's just I'm not interested in anything other than that. Everything else is like a non-starter for me. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, people who said that like Star Fox is like played out, uh, yeah, they're not real fans. Yeah, like open world isn't like the huge thing it used to be. Like like people are beginning to realize that like there's value in 2D platformers. Like they're not seen as like automatically being lesser games these days. So yeah, I do think that we do need to be like vocal about that. Is that like open world? Like nobody cares. Uh, like the Breath of the Wild treatment was the what's the narrative for this for a long time. Yeah, it was. I can't stand people who act like Assassin's Creed used to be good at some point. It never was. What the fuck? Yeah, it's really bad. It always was, but yeah, people used to make excuses for it. Like I'd argue that Assassin's Creed is like the most woke video game franchise it is, and there is, and yet like you don't really see anybody like refer to it as such. Or if they do, they try to say it's like a recent thing. Now, it was always like that. Yeah, yeah. Like you go into Assassin's Creed thinking that it must at least be like cool, that it must at least have like, history and like fun settings and stuff like that. And it just doesn't. Like it's shocking how like everything looks and plays the same across like dozens of entries. It's Yeah, that's the cope right now. Is that like, well, I'd rather have a female samurai than a black one. That's not the fucking issue. As if like Assassin's Creed Shadow doesn't let you like choose the female character. It's just like come the fuck on. I don't like how like complaints about woke culture have essentially like resulted in like stereotypes. Instead of talking about like the actual issue, the actual misappropriation of history and like the disrespect to the different cultures and the inability to make good video games, right? Like, no, let's just complain about black people and women. It's just, it's just really cringy. And I imagine that's the point is to like make woke, like anti woke discourse seem retarded, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work, honestly. I mean, Ghost of Tsushima was like propped up and worshipped. Like, did you see that? Like, The Last of Us Part Two, that the ratings for it just completely tanked with season two. Like the instant that Joel died, like everybody just immediately tuned out. That's crazy to me. That like the streaming audience like felt the same way about that like the general audience did. Yeah, it's definitely really interesting when it comes to like this kind of woke material because The Last of Us was always woke, right? But like people didn't see it as such until they got rid of the male character and tried to present like tried to force you to take like Abby and Ellie seriously. Oh, by the way, like Abby's hilarious because they couldn't find someone who looks like her in the game, so she's just a normal woman now, which is hilarious because like, well, if people actually look like that, it shouldn't be hard to find someone. Oh, here you go. But yeah, I'm definitely really happy to see like people disavowing that HBO show because this should be the last time The Last of Us is relevant ever. Like if Part Three never gets made and like PlayStation continues to decline, like this is people can't be expected to like get hyped about like what Naughty Dog does like all the time. Oh, that's right. They have they have a new game coming out, Heretic: The Last Prophet. Nobody cares about it. Nobody wants to hear anything about it. Yeah, yeah. The Last of Us multiplayer shooter failed. Oh, come on. The second half. Yeah, I'm really wondering why they did it that way. Yeah, why does it take them so long to like film new seasons of this shit? Like I don't understand that at all. Yeah, Intergalactic is gonna fail like epically. It's gonna be great. Nobody's enthusiastic about that at all. But like one of the big prevailing narratives, like after The Last of Us Part Two was this idea that like Naughty Dog were great top tier developers, but they were just held back by like Neil Druckmann's writing or whatever in his direction, and that just is not never has been true. But yeah, if Heretic fails, when Heretic fails, hopefully that'll be like the end of that. Yeah, I really wonder like what the mindset was behind like propping up Last of Us as their thing because in 2013 it felt like it was genuinely popular. People genuinely thought it was great. Like people liked it for what it was, but like they tried to make it their flagship series, and that's what ruined everything. Like everything tried to be like The Last of Us. There was no creativity, there was no versatility, there was nothing. Yeah, that was like The Last of Us Part Two was fundamentally flawed and never should have been made. Like there is no salvaging that material. Uh, Intergalactic, it's about like religion and space or something. I don't know. Like I'm very curious, like what the controversial like hot take is gonna be, because like like he's not gonna be like speaking out against like the Israelis or anything like that. Like it's just gonna be like Christianity bad, like you've seen a bazillion times. But like he said that what he wanted to do was challenge certain social conventions. So like, is it possible he may come out as like pro Hamas? Like we'll see, but I don't I don't think it's gonna happen. But like that's what would have to happen if like he was really going to challenge like religious doctrine and like society is that like you do have to like challenge the Jew thing. And I don't think he has the balls for that. Like that's just not gonna work. Oh hey, we're playing Limbo. Was this like inspired by Impo's art direction? I was always kind of curious about that. I don't know. I like the Tiki Tac tribe, but like I'm kind of a part of me is kind of why is Jungle Janks being here? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, the Tiki Tac tribe needed like one level dedicated to themselves in like returns. I don't know, especially if they're not going to make a third game. I don't know. I really wonder if we're ever going to see these things again. It just feels like they're so unpopular that nobody wants to see them. I mean, they're in the theme park, so like maybe they'll appear in Bonanza to some extent, but Star Wars Outlaws, I don't think anybody cares about that. Like, I don't care about Star Wars in general. Like, I'm done with the IP. I don't care about it. Like the first movie, yeah, yeah, we can consider that a classic, but like the sequels, nah, let's disavow all that shit. Like I don't know, people really need to let Star Wars go. I just don't understand like the obsession with like protecting this IP. It's just like I would say like just force it to go into the public domain. Like that's what I would want, considering it's like pop culture legacy and how Disney can't do anything with it. Like just force it into the public domain. Like is my view on that. 100%. Probably like 30, 40 hours. There's a lot of shit to do in this game. Yeah, it's like 10 hours or so to beat like all the levels, but you also have to like collect everything, and that takes like way longer. Yeah, Return of the Jedi. Yeah, people don't understand like how bad like the prequels actually are and how they like just completely shit on everything that was established in like the original trilogy. Like that stuff really is better left off to your imagination, you know, like how exactly the Empire formed and stuff like that. Like the actual explanation is just way less interesting than like what fans were coming up with. Is just like the long and short of it. Like the prequels never should have been made, in my opinion. And like nothing about them is really all that iconic or interesting. You have like some memeable lines, like mostly because of how ridiculous they are, but yeah, it is not like the prequels are not on the same level as the original series, which are I think are going to be truly timeless. Yeah, cohesive vision. Well, like I would argue that's actually probably a good idea. Is just like yeah, why not just let more people like have their own takes on the universe and stuff like that? Like like do stuff, but they don't. They don't make things for the actual fans. It's all just subversive like feminist bullshit. But yeah, I consider Star Wars to be a dead IP, just because like nobody involved like really understands like how to make it appealing and how to like make it good. They just expect people to show up because it's Star Wars. Big Red Button, is that a homage to the developers of Sonic Boom? What happened to those guys anyway? Do they still exist? Yeah, people just need to give up on Star Wars, just like I don't know, I haven't seen anything Star Wars related since episode 7. Like I knew where it was going back then and people were like making excuses for it, even though it was like a clear rehash of like the original. It's like I Chrono Trigger remake. I mean, even if it does happen, I'm not gonna care about it. Like after the Final Fantasy VII remake, like yeah. Like I think I've always thought Chrono Trigger was kind of overrated, honestly. I think Dragon Quest is way better. Yeah, I like Final Fantasy VI more. I don't know. I There are things I like about Chrono Trigger, but I definitely don't like the pedestal it's been put on over the years. Like this idea that it's some like all time great RPG. I don't think so. Hello, hello. Oops. I'm not a fan of the factory levels. Like they're all so gimmicky. A cut and copy. Yeah, it was bad. Okay, maybe I should just play something else. Didn't I prop all my lives up to 99? Did I really blow through them all? That quickly? Uh, Remember when like Tropical Freeze first came out and like NeoGAF made up this conspiracy that like the loading times for the game were like unbelievably long and people were making a big deal about it. Uh, I don't know, man. It's kind of I think something similar happened in this game actually. Like weren't people like complaining about like the frame rate or something? I don't know. The hate this release got was appalling. I don't think I'll ever get over that. Just how everybody in lockstep just demonized this game for existing. There you go. Like I'm so tired of like Donkey Kong Country getting like disrespected this way. Like it's been like that since like Jungle Beat came out. Like everybody says these newer games are bad and they're just not. The opposite, actually. They're great. Yeah, maybe I should just play something else. I'm embarrassing myself. Uh, okay. Suikoden, Yu-Gi-Oh, Banana Blitz. Not Banana Blitz, Banana Mania. I cannot get my Monkey Ball game straight. Like Banana Mania, Banana Rumble. Yeah, this is Banana Rumble. Okay, Mania was the compilation. Okay. Oh, that's right. I do need to beat like Rumble. This game is a year old, and I still haven't beaten it. It's like, well, I mean, I haven't done everything in it. This game is like brutal. Duelist of the Roses? No, no, I haven't been able to. No, it's never been on a. I've never been able to get a hold of it. No. I always wanted it. Like it sounded so cool seeing people like describe it to me, but like I was never able to get a hold of Duelist of the Roses. My pre-order in for the Switch 2? Yeah, yeah, I got it. Nothing else though. I haven't like pre-ordered any accessories or anything. I probably should. Uh, I mean, I guess I could maybe just. I don't know. Could I get like some accessories now? I guess I could. Why didn't I get Mario Kart World? I'm gonna get it digitally. I don't really buy games physically anymore, so I didn't really see a need to pre-order any games. Okay. Okay, we got the Switch 2. Okay, pre-ordered. Yep. Okay. Yeah, what's coming out? Let's see. Nintendo Switch 2. Do they not have anything other than? Okay. Maybe I'll have to go to My Nintendo for that. Let's see. I guess I don't need like accessories like immediately. Nah. Yeah, like I don't understand. Like I was expecting Duelist of the Roses and Forbidden Memories to be on the early days collection, and they're just not. And I suppose considering the sheer amount of shit that's on the early days collection, I can see why those weren't on it. But it's like, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed. I mean, I definitely hope we'll get like those re-released eventually, but I don't know. Like back in the day, Konami did so much good stuff with the IP, and I don't know. I mean, I guess they're still doing it now. Like both Master Duel and like Duel Links are phenomenal. Like I'm having so much fun with both of them. Uh, well, I haven't played too much of Duel Links, but um,
Ready?
like Yu-Gi-Oh is way more relevant now than I would have expected, considering its reputation. But I don't know. Like I don't know. Like if I was in charge of Konami, like I would be like trying to expand Yu-Gi-Oh like outside of the card game because that's kind of like my feeling on it is that like Yu-Gi-Oh at its core should not be about the card game in my opinion. And um
All out. Ready? Go!
I don't know. The card game is such like is the big iconic thing about it. But I don't know. They might have like a problem with having like no one with vision at the
All
company or
out.
whatever. I don't know.
Ready?
Like I
Go!
really wonder like like compared to like Pokemon, like Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon just don't feel like they ever got past that like initial like hype period because all three of those shows were like
All
huge
out.
back when they came out. Like they were huge and like
Ready?
normalizing
Go!
anime among like kids in the 2000s. Like and all of them are seen as classics today, right? But like, Yu-Gi-Oh, like Pokemon's the biggest thing ever and constantly does like new innovative things across all of its mediums. And then like, Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh just kind of exist, it's just like Digimon has like a trading card game too, and I've never even seen a Digimon card.
All out. Ready? Go!
They don't play Nintendo games at all. Yeah. Like, yeah, like when more and more like non-Nintendo players start like getting on board the Switch 2 hype, like it's gonna be big. Like I feel like the religious hatred of Nintendo games is not gonna survive another console
All
generation.
out. Ready?
Okay.
Go!
No.
All out.
Oh, thank you,
Ready?
thank you.
Go!
Yeah, like people don't like it when you speak out on behalf of Nintendo. Yeah, Bayonetta Origins is great. I love Bayo Origins. Best story in the franchise by far. Like I love that game.
All
But yeah,
out.
I'm very curious about
Ready?
that as well because I would
Go.
say yes. Like I think the IP is dead, but it's possible that like Nintendo could salvage it, or they could get like the critical people at Platinum to keep working on it or something. I don't know what's gonna happen going forward, but that
All
game really needed a
out.
lot more attention.
Ready? Go.
Like, I don't. It was weird how like everybody tried to pretend that like Bayonetta 3 was bad. It was just embarrassing. Like
All
I don't
out.
understand. Like
Ready? Go.
I have never understood like the obsession with Bayonetta 2 and like saying that game was some masterpiece. I've always been like very upfront about how I thought it was disappointing and how it wasn't on the same level of quality as the original. 3 was way better. In a lot of ways, I'd say 3 might actually be better than
Ready?
the original,
Go.
which is something I never thought I would actually say. But 3 just kills it when it comes to like its set pieces and just like it all the crazy stuff. Like I don't know. Like I think if the game gets like an updated like re-release on Switch 2 with like better visuals, like I people will not have a leg to stand on because
All
if you
out.
actually look at people complaining about Bayonetta
Ready?
3, it's
Go.
always about like the visuals and like what frame rate and not like what the game actually is. I don't know. I'll be very interested in seeing if the game gets new life on Switch 2. Like I would argue it doesn't need to because like you probably should play those games in order anyway.
All out. Ready? Go.
Yeah. 3 is a great game. Uh, for sure. Like I'm definitely gonna advocate for a Switch 2 re-release.
All out. Ready? Go.
I don't get it. Why am I so tired? Like I'm just playing video games.
All out. Ready? Go. All out. Ready? Go.
Yeah, I've been trying the stage for weeks and I still can't beat it. I don't know. I don't think anybody would want to collab with me, considering. Oops. Uh,
All out. Ready?
I mean, they
Go.
tried to. Like, I can tell you from experience, like, this was nothing compared to, like, what the Wii U, the Wii, the GameCube, the N64 got. Like, back then, gaming journalism's, the journalists controlled the narrative. And, like, in the age of the Nintendo Direct and Twitter, it's no longer possible to do that. But, like,
All
back in the
out.
day, they would seriously try and tell you
Ready?
that, like, the
Go.
GameCube had nothing going for it. And it's just,
All out. Ready? Go.
like, I mean, the Wii U is a great example. Like what was the narrative? Like, people were legit trying to tell you that like the Wii U was an add-on and not a real console, and that's like obviously retarded because if you we knew they were going to announce a new console like for quite a while before the
All
Wii U was
out.
officially unveiled. So like
Ready?
this idea that
Go.
like people were confused by it was just obviously kind of forced. And like the same people tried to do the same thing with the Switch too, but like try to create confusion about it, and yeah, it just didn't work. None of it stuck.
Fall
Like
out.
there's a reason why like
Ready?
Nintendo games have become like way
Go.
more popular ever since the advent of the Nintendo Direct. Like you can't like the journos can't do anything aside from like give it a low score and pretend that like it's not as good as older games in the same series. That's all they can do. Because like if they do that thing where they're just like, well, I'm just not interested in the genre, people like who are interested in the genre will just tell them to go fuck themselves. So that they have to do this thing where they have to pretend that they're huge fans of the
Fall out.
franchise and that this specific
Ready?
entry like let them down
Go.
somehow. We saw this with like Brothership, right? Ooh. I am hungry. Maybe I should do some laundry or
Fall
something.
out.
Uh, yeah, I really can't figure out like how I'm supposed to beat this stage, you know?
Ready? Go.
Yeah, I've already.
Fall out.
Yeah, they are brutal. Like people
Ready?
don't understand just how
Go.
brutal Monkey Ball actually is. Uh,
Ready? Go.
Yeah, like one of my big criticisms of this game when it first came out was that the stages were too easy. But like the Mad Lads at Sega just patched in like harder versions of the stages, so now I can't beat it. So it's just like, wow, be careful what you wish for, huh? I mean, like that's definitely another thing that we need to talk about when it comes to like modern game journals is that
Ready?
like
Go.
they legit fixed my core issue with this game with a patch, which is kind of crazy. But I that kind of stuff does happen. Like, are they still adding content to the game? Like, I was kind of confused about like their update schedule because I hadn't heard about it. Like, I had just like re-downloaded the game and started playing it again out of like, for
Ready?
fun, and then I
Go.
and then I noticed that like there were stages I'd never seen before. It's been a while since I played Animal Crossing. I probably should get back into it.
Ball out.
Eh.
Ready? Go.
Yeah, I feel like when there's not a whole lot coming out, that's when you should be playing a lot of Animal Crossing, just so you have like something to do. But
Ball out. Ready? Ball out.
what Pokemon?
Ready?
Probably
Go.
Umbreon. Probably. Last time I was asked that, I said Salazzle. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's my favorite. It probably is Umbreon, but I don't. I haven't used an Umbreon. Like it used to be such a staple on my teams that I decided to like, retire it for a bit. That and
Ready?
Gyarados, I would say.
Go.
It was such a staple on my teams that I decided to retire it for a bit, and I haven't used it in a long time. I want to say since like Soul Silver, maybe. Yeah, it's been forever. So yeah, I just haven't had the opportunity to use one. Yeah, Pokemon Coliseum might be the next
Ball out.
might be
Ready?
where we're gonna
Go.
use that thing again, which is awesome. I love how like you have Umbreon and Espeon in that game. That's such a great like idea for like double battle. Oh, God, man. Like I wish they would bring back like more Pokemon Coliseum style games.
Ball out.
I mean I spent my
Ready?
childhood like longing
Go.
for like Pokemon Stadium, and now they aren't producing Coliseum. I don't know. It's just Greninja. Yeah, I never understood like Greninja's popularity. I don't know. I haven't been like that attached to a starter in like forever. Like
Ball out. Ready?
I just don't like
Go.
them all that much. Actually, I think I like the fire type from Scarlet and Violet, which I did not pick, by the way. Uh yeah, what did I pick? Like I don't know. Like I'm so out of it whenever I play these games that I don't absorb the names. Yeah. Quaxley. Yeah. I picked the duck.
Ball out.
But yeah, I think I do
Ready?
like the fire one more. Like I love its evolved forms. I just like I had this really sick Pokemon card of it, and it made me realize just how much like I really really like the design of it. And I don't know, like it takes a while for you to get like invested in the brand and like see how it appeals to you personally.
Ball out. Ready? Go.
Yeah, but I'm really anxious to like start playing Pokemon again. It's like ZA is gonna be that's gonna be an amazing experience, I think.
Ball out.
Yeah, ZA might be like my most
Ready?
anticipated game right now.
Go.
I'm not looking that all that. I'm not looking forward to Metroid Prime 4 all that much. And like we have a lot of re-releases, but like yeah, Bonanza I'm really looking forward to, and ZA I'm really looking forward to.
Ball out. Ready?
Sword and
Go.
Shield, oh come on, Sword and Shield are great. Yeah, when can we expect Gen 10? Like this year, next year? No, not next year. Yeah, they're not gonna release like ZA, and I think it's gonna be next year. I know that was a problem with like Pokemon Black and White 2 is that they released it on DS like after the
Ready?
3DS already came
Go.
out. Yeah, I still have not like caught Arceus in Legends Arceus, which kind of pisses me off. But every time I try, I just get kind of frustrated with like not knowing what I have to do. You have to catch like every single Pokemon or something, and it's doable, but it's just like
Ready?
I didn't I didn't
Go.
do it. I did everything else in the game. It's just yeah, I just got tired of it, and I love the game too. It's just like if they just improve on that formula, like oh yeah, yeah, that kind of is like a spiritual successor to Colosseum, isn't it?
Out.
Yeah.
Ready?
I don't know. Like I just want more Pokemon games like that like focus on the single player story, that like limit the kind of Pokemon you can use. It's just making it more like for dedicated fans. I mean like Colosseum is brutal. So like I loved it as a kid and I think I would love it even more now.
Ball out. Ready?
Depressed.
Go.
Like I'm trying to. Like the issue like nothing I try works. So it's just kind of overwhelming. Like honestly, like I think it's just a byproduct of just like
Ball out.
of like
Ready?
PTSD of
Go.
like what happened to me like 10, 15, 20 years ago. I don't think it's like everything now is great, but like I'm still dealing with like the fact that like my parents will never love me and stuff like that. It's just that was very that was very hard for me to deal with. I'm still struggling with it, so like, and it's not something I can fix anyway. Like nothing I do
Ball out.
is going to make that change. So
Ready? Go.
it's yeah, it's something I'll probably always struggle with through certain stuff. Like when it comes to my actual personal life, it's great, but it's just like I don't know. And I've been worried that like lately that like it's gonna cause personal problems when like I have children and stuff like that. Like I was really concerned. Like
Ready? Go.
I don't know how that's gonna work. Like it just feels like it's impossible at this point. Like it's just not gonna happen. And like if I try to force it, that's just not like a good idea.
Ball out. Ready? Go. Ball out. Ready? Go. Ball out. Ready? Go.
Is there a way to get on top of the?
Ready? Go!
I'd say so. Yeah, I think this is like the second best one they've ever made. I think the original might still be better. Like I was very shocked at how good the original actually is when I played it, but yeah, I think this one's the best one they've put out in a long time. I don't know. Maybe I can like dash over the platforms. Is that a thing I can do? Surely not. No, I didn't think so. Oh, maybe when I pick up speed, I can do it. Look at that autistic bullshit. How are you supposed to like swerve? Yeah, and it just keeps getting faster too. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I could just stay out of the way. Ah, shit. My inclination is to follow the path of bananas, but I was kind of wondering if like, is it possible that's misleading and you're like actually not supposed to do that? Yeah, it's crazy. How far do we have to go to the end? Like, can you tell? Ah, shit! What the hell was that? Yeah, we should probably play some Suikoden after this. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's brutal. Yeah, it's probably harder than that because Like needles don't move. I mean, the so holy fucking shit. How are you supposed to do this? Monkey see, monkey do. Part of the soul. Oh, definitely, definitely. There's no disputing that. This is like a really good example of just how much harder any arcade game is than like Souls. Any arcade like game is than Souls. Like it's just I don't. There's just endless examples of stuff like this, and Souls fans would never play it because like oh no, it's not. I can't take it seriously. Like they don't even know. They don't even know these games exist, really. Duskbloods? I don't think so. No, I might do it just because I'm a YouTuber who hates like FromSlop. So it might be like to my benefit to like buy the Nintendo exclusive FromSlop game and then like give a negative review of it. But we'll see. At the very least, this should stop people from saying I only hate FromSlop because they're not on Nintendo hardware. Uh, I mean, maybe. We'll see. I was actually like, I was actually being very like generous to Elden Ring like before I actually played it because I'm just like, oh yeah, well it's open world. They changed some stuff this time, and, like good for FromStop fans, right? I'm happy you like the game. And then like I actually played it and realized it's like the same thing again, and I'm just like, ugh. People do not talk enough about how much of a rehash like Elden Ring is of Dark Souls. Yeah, I've heard that. The like Bloodborne was like way faster. Like I have a very hard time believing that like Bloodborne isn't better than most Souls games. For that reason alone. And yeah, I've never actually played it, but I'll get it when PlayStation ports it over to a real console. Yeah, I think that's enough for today. Enough of that for today. Yeah, what else do we have here? Dodge is instant. Yeah, I think we're gonna play Suikoden. Like I think that's what we're gonna try to do. Like in the next couple of streams, is like try and put an hour into Suikoden every day until we get through it. Yeah, that's some broccoli. I don't really feel like broccoli, but like I keep eating that like mixed vegetable stuff, and I keep running out. And meanwhile, my broccoli just stays there untouched. So we're gonna have some broccoli. Yeah, fuck cereal. I'm gonna have some lacto. Yeah, so I'm really loving Suikoden so far, but like I have not been able to put time into it. Like it's been like what 2 months, and how many Switch games do I have? I don't know. Yeah, I still have not gotten used to it. Why is Suikoden 2? I don't know. I don't. I haven't played. I don't know enough about the series to say that. Rock has joined your group, so he just abandons his job as a warehouse guard. Wow. Yeah. So from what I understand, like getting the best characters in this game takes like a lot more work than that. Yeah, that's how I'm told it works, but yeah, I haven't done it enough to really understand. Like I just unlocked the mechanics, so like I really like the idea of it though. Yeah, this is another one of those games I wish I had played like 10 years ago. Like I heard of it like back then, and I bought like all four of them on DSM. So all of them except the DS one. And I never actually played any of them. Like I played the first one enough to realize like that I really really loved it, and yet just never actually played finished it or really got anywhere into it at all. I'm already like further now than I was back then. But okay. Oh what? No! What the fuck? How did that happen? Well, like I immediately saved it, so I should be fine. But what the hell was that? There's like two buttons you have to press for that to happen, and yet like Joe from Seattle, he is a loser. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, being from Seattle, he has to be. Oh yeah, today's May 4th, isn't it? And we were talking about Star Wars, weren't we? Huh. Funny how that didn't come up. It's almost like nobody cares. Is that a kangaroo? Or is it a tauntaun? I mean, have they done anything lately? I don't really care. I don't really know what they've been saying or doing. I don't watch their contents. Like, why could I not have six guys with me? Why did it only let me carry five? I don't. Why is Victor the only guy that's like halfway confident? Wow. So I get into one scuffle. I got into one little fight and uh, I don't have any room for anything. Why can't I automatically sell things like other RPGs? Okay. Hopefully, well, actually, maybe we should like clear out my equipment more. Yeah, we have a couple of orbs, so maybe we could try equipping them. I don't think it's a blacksmith in the city. Okay. Not a blacksmith. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need a blacksmith for that. I don't waste my time with Wakeling. What does she mean by that? Like, do I have to level up before she'll join or what? The fuck? Those were guards? That's the most awkwardly placed guards I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeppa. Traps. What traps? Yeah, I'm so unused to using healing items in RPG. It's kind of throwing me for a loop. I always use spells. It's weird not having a spell alternative. But... Huh? What the hell is going on? How the fuck did he build it? Doesn't even make any sense. You could definitely tell this came out in the era of just JRPGs not taking themselves all that seriously. When did this come out? 98? It seems kind of primitive by 98. Well, I guess maybe comparing it to Final Fantasy VII, which was so cutting edge at the time. Like, there's no way this isn't going to end badly, honestly. Oh no. No, what an asshole. I was wondering what the whole point of the T section was, but yep, he was just robbing us. I don't know. This game seems to like kind of strong arm you into doing stuff like this. Like I wouldn't have stolen the sword. Like, and it just doesn't. That just doesn't sound. That didn't seem like a good idea to me. Okay. No energy. Yep. Oh no. This is gonna end well. So I kidnapped his wife. So this is why I'd only let you have 5 party members, so he could join you later. Okay. Here we go. On. Yep, yep. Aww. He's asking for a divorce. Aw, she's beige. Aw. I'll head to Femto immediately. Han has joined the party. Hell yeah. Yes, we're getting the boys back together. Yeah, I like this game a lot, but I can definitely see how there's room for improvement when it comes to like the character building and the arcs and stuff like that. Like it seems like kind of a by the numbers RPG in a lot of ways, but you also have like the foundation for something great with like the characters and the setup. Like the idea that you're like an imperial like noble that like leaves them to like lead the liberation. That's really cool. Like, but I felt it was rushed. You know, like I don't think. I think that build up should have taken like 5, 10 hours. Like, I don't know. It just felt way too fast paced considering what they were doing. So how do I get Lorelai? Am I supposed to? Aren't there like are there still missable NPCs in this version of the game? I think there are. I think there were in the original, but this is the first playthrough, so maybe I shouldn't be too bummed out about that. I hate using I hate using guides. I feel like it kind of ruins the experience. Should I return to Femto? I think I should. I love how I unironically name my castle Femto. Where is Femto? Like, oh, that's right. Yeah, Kaku's. Femto Castle. You would think Kaku. Are they are they an ally? Because we have to take the boat to get to the castle. Why did Camille join the Liberation Army though? Like she just wanted Dremio's debt. Like that's right. Sergey has joined your group. Hell yeah. Based. Unbelievable. Yeah, should return to Femto. Should I switch out the party members? He actually built an elevator in the. Wow, wow. Commander Harman. Well, Gremio never paid Camille back. Wait, is Camille not invited? Is Eileen part of the Imperial? What? Who is this asshole? What? I was jumped by an assassin. He ran away. Lady Windy. So Odessa. Odessa's dead, but we're still keeping it a secret. Hmm. Uh, add Eileen. Oh wow, she can be a party member. Uh, Kryn. Wait, why the hell is Kryn here? Wait, what? Huh? He fucked us over. Jeppo, what? Huh? But Junbo didn't join us. Ah. Why do I still have Brimmy on my party? Let's get him out. Oh no, he's essential right now. Okay. Is Gremio always in your party? So what? Why is Kryn part of the party? Why is Jeppo part of the party? Like they didn't build that up at all. Did I not keep track of who I recruited or what? Yeah, having Sergey. So when you recruit like certain party members, they change the layout of the castle. That's pretty cool. I didn't recruit Kryn though. Like, why is he here? Yeah, Camilla, we still haven't paid her. What's the deal with that? Sidonia never says anything. Oh, sweet. So we can actually store things that we don't. I don't like selling things at JRPGs, so I'm glad we can at least like. All right. The Pont. Okay. Well, what's our next objective, though? What are we supposed to do next? Uh, Looks like Link. Quanda. Exterminate the elves. A few hundred. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Whatever. Uh, southeast of Quan. Okay. Okay. Adventure. Did Jumbo not want that? Okay. But Jumbo never joined the Liber. Why was he just part of the party? I'm so confused. Like, did people just join? It's so. All right. So what's the point of having so many party members? I get that they all have different weapons and skills and stuff like that, but it just seems like way too much considering this is a JRPG. I'm curious. Like, I don't know. They brought back the tea thing in a fun way, but I don't know. Plus, I'm not sure if my weaker party members can even survive like these rougher areas. Yeah, that Jeppo's already dead. He said southeast, right? I'm going the wrong way. These towns are weirdly placed. Great Forest. Is there any reason not to recruit people? Well, it'll be nice having a blacksmith. Uh, okay. Okay, the game's starting to pick up now. Uh, Sasuke. Sansuke. I guess early on you just get like guys easier. Okay. Uh, or you'll get lost. Okay, so now we're ripping off Zelda and the Lost Woods now? Wow. Uh, Wait, who was this? Who is this random girl? Okay. How many people are there? Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'll. I hope there aren't any missable ones. Because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do if I miss any. Because I don't think I'll want to play like Suikoden 2 until I do everything in this one. Okay. All right, all right. Okay. I'm glad the game's starting to pick up. Uh, oh, come on. You can't sleep in the inn? Yeah, I really need to start trusting NPCs more because when that girl came up to me and started talking, I was like instantly suspicious of her. You know, just the fact that she was just like, which empire? Like, I don't know, maybe she's just retarded, but a Super Smash Bros. Game? I'm actually more. I want more new original things. I don't think I want to wait like a decade until the next Smash. Honestly, like let's not get one until like 2030. Like it's just Ultimate can't really be improved on. Like we need to advance technology. I yeah, we probably should heal a little bit. I love this game. Okay, it's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Uh, yeah, I think I'm ready to play something else. Uh, yeah, I'm definitely happy we're making some real progress in that game. Hopefully, I'd like to finish the game before the Switch 2 comes out, but yeah, it's gonna be another month, and I'm gonna be busy, and it's just. Uh, okay. Oh. Lamb and steel. He's just a killer. Yeah, Kirby Air Riders. I'm really curious, like how that game's gonna be when it launches, because it could be really good. We'll have to see, but I don't know. I would have preferred Sakurai doing something new, but I don't know. This is the first sequel he's done outside of Smash Bros. In forever, so I don't know. I'm not a fan of this level. There's just so many levels like later on that I don't really like. Like after World 6, that's when like every level is like a banger for like the first 5 worlds, and then like after World 6, you start getting like a handful of duds. It's really weird. I don't know if they spent as much time with these levels or what. I mean, it's pretty consistent with how like the original Donkey Kong Country is structured as well. Like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the levels in this game are kind of gimmicky. What am I doing? I'm kind of embarrassing myself here. Yeah, I'm so used to having Diddy Kong for these segments that it's weird not having him. Like, usually when I would struggle with a section in this game, I'm just like, well, I just need Diddy. But... what is even the point of this factory? Like, they don't have a lot of factories in DKC 2, now do they? You know, that's definitely something I'd like to see again. I'd like to see, like, Crocodile Isle. Like, that's an iconic video game area to me, and, like, the fact that we've never seen it again is kind of... And we keep saying DK Island, but never Crocodile Isle. We got through that first segment. Yeah, I am not a fan of this level. Like, I remember playing like a lot of these stages for the first time and being like really annoyed with them. They're all so gimmicky. I hate the rhythm one. I hate like... Shit. Shit. Finds it. He's so nice. Is it... Are moving objects faster in mirror mode, or is this just my imagination? Maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. Playing this game so much. Yeah, maybe Tropical Freeze is better. I don't know. I was kind of talking this game off, like, because I feel like so many people like are pro Tropical Freeze. They tend to like shit on this game, and I don't know. I mean, they're both good for sure, but shit. Yeah, no need to rush it. No need to rush it. Yeah, it's right up here, isn't it? Yep, there we go. Yeah, not one of my favorite levels.
Playing from Cody.
Andy Hazard. There's so many like every single like factory stage is just steel objects hitting other steel objects. It's just it gets so monotonous. I didn't even like this the first time, and yet like this is basically all they came up with for the setting. That was embarrassing. All right, like, what's even the point of these contraptions other than to be platforms in a Donkey Kong game? Ugh. Ugh. Tales of Graces. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think we need a bit of a break from Smash Bros. Considering how quickly Ultimate came out. Um, like I would support not getting a Smash Bros. Game all throughout this console gen, just so uh, just so when it does come back, it's a big deal. That was it. Oh, that was disappointing. Oh, that's right. The main gimmick of these stages is that you have to find the big red button. And since I've already done that, like all you have to do is just play them. That's embarrassing. I didn't think about that at all. Oh no, that's the next stage. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the weakest rocket barrel stage in the game too. I just yeah, it's light out now. I probably should go out and do some stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out for a bit, come back and fire up the second stream. Actually, I really should be working on the book. I just,
Like I always feel guilty no matter what I do on the weekend. It's like, well, I mean, over the past couple of weeks, I felt this way where like I don't feel like I do enough on my time off. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a week off. I think I'm just. The switcheroo. Okay.
yeah, I think for now, should probably call it quits. I don't know. Maybe we can play some Master Duel real quick.
Oh. I'm Gen X, actually.
Yeah, people like.
Cypher X Dragon. He's playing the same deck I am, but every time this happens, I realize just how much better like other people's decks are compared to mine. Ugh. Ooh. That's great, huh? That is fantastic. You activated my trap card. So I have Galaxy Eyes. Well, I have his best card on my side of the field. Amazing. Oh, fucking amazing. Oh, did I? Wow. I don't think he saw that coming. He seems like awestruck. Okay. And there's definitely a card I want though, like Max. Galaxy Eyes full armor Max. That sounds crazy. Do I have it? What do I have in my extra deck? No, I do have it. Okay, so I have it already, but I can't bring it out. How do you bring it out though? I think I have done it before, but
3 level 8 monsters. Okay. I don't think he has anything to take out my Photon Dragon. Oh, he low. Okay. Yeah, he got me there. I mean, I'm glad I had that one good play, but like, yeah, that wasn't enough. For sure. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to like step up my game because like every time like I play someone with like who plays Origin of the Galaxy, like I feel like I'm just not on that level. Like I completely forgot I even had like the Max Dragon in my extra deck. Does everyone use that waifu card with the stockings? Or what is that? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, what good is banishing that gonna do? It's just gonna come right back. Whatever. How many cards is he gonna link summon? They're not even like better cards. It's just Yeah, I probably should get going. Ugh. Thank you all.